Hi, Nick here with Halo Inc. And today we're going to be retooling the laminator from a matte finish to our house gloss laminate. This is a cast material, primarily meant for vehicles. So all the tools that you'll need for this, you're going to want a backer slitter, you're going to want an ultra knife. We have our double-sided tape here, as well as some blue masking tape, okay, and our rolled material. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my ultra knife. I'm going to come over to the laminator here. All right, so we're going to come to our back side. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to lift up or roll these down, right? Follow the arrows. The arrows are going to tell us down, unlock, until you hear that snap, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, pull out your OFA, then you need to separate the material from your take up. Okay, you just want to get your knife down there, run it along. Okay, it's now separated. Around the front, we're going to lift this guy up, lock it in. Lock it in. Okay, next, you're going to want to pull this out on the side here. This is your little lever. This is going to allow you to adjust your wheel. All right, to get that wheel up just a little bit, allows you to pull out what was previously in there. That's garbage. All right, coming back around to the back side here, I'm just going to lift my material out, take it over to our table. All right, now, I like to have my materials facing the same way so it's easy for me to pull one out, slide right into the next one. No, a little too far, that's how we want to do. Okay. Now what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to come in a little closer. You're going to grab your roll. I like to bring some of the material towards me a little bit, okay? I want to go about, I don't know, maybe 15 inches, I'm just guessing. 15 to 18 inches up. I just used my finger to just kind of peel away the side here, so it separates the backer from the laminate. You're going to use your backer slitter. Get it in there. All right, get a nice cut on it and lift up as you're cutting. Okay, so now you've only separated the backer from the laminate. If you cut through it, it's okay. Just cut through, start again, and make sure that you get your nice separation. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and roll that back on. Grab my whole roll. So now this is going to be an important part. This right hand side here is labeled material, and if you'll look at the top, it's labeled backer. All right, they both say key on it. They say key because that's our key side. Okay, so both of these rollers, as you can see, have little keys on them, so it doesn't really matter what side the roller goes in, but we do want to make sure that we get that keyed in first. So I'm going to go ahead and slide that one in. There we go. Then drop your other one in. Back the opposite way. Lock it in. Lock it in. Okay. See our 54 with the arrow there? That means we're going to want to slide our material, because it's a 54-inch material is what we're using, to that arrow. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and feed out some of this material. And we're going under the roller. We're going to go under this roller, the silver roller, and over the big one. Now I'm also back winding it, just grabbing it and holding it and feeding it with my left hand, back winding it with my right, allowing the material to feed out. All right, come around to the front side. You can see we fed out quite a bit of material here. So what I like to do is I come and take a look at my right hand side. I make sure that I'm still in line here with my 54, my arrow, and that appears to be good. So I'm going to use my wheel, lift it up, give myself some room here in order to feed the material, the laminate, back under the roller. All right, so how I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna push it in from the middle, slide out. Come around to the back. Okay, you wanna pull it. Pull it until you can tack it to your take up. So grab a piece of blue tape, tack that to it, boom, ready to go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off our backer paper from the top here. Again, there's our key side. We have them both undone, so we're just gonna go ahead and take this to the table. I'm gonna pull a 50-point core. Slide it on, and we're ready to go again. Again, sliding into the key section. Locked it in. Okay. Left hand side is all locked in. Right hand side is locked in. Come around to your front. You're going to want to drop this guy down, which means you want to lift those levers up. Okay. Now, we're always going to keep it on foot because I like to use my foot switch. We want to keep it on forward so the material is forwarding through. Cold and hot. This is a heat assist laminator. It is not necessarily a hot laminator. There is a difference there. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our speed down to maybe 1.5 here, and then I'm going to drop my main roller down. Okay? And I'm using the wheel on the side here. I'm going to wheel it and wheel it and wheel it until it stops. Okay, so once it stops, you want to go just snug. Okay, not too much tension, otherwise it's going to create a huge problem for you when you're trying to laminate. Okay, hold the handle in. We've already set our speed, so I'm going to run it real slow here. I'm going to kick the speed up just a little bit more. But we want to get to this line, the line that we split on the table. All right. So now that we're at that point, what we're trying to achieve here, our target condition, is that we are going to get this material up over this bar and tack to this core. All right. So we need to grab some double-sided tape. I went over to the table to grab it because I was demonstrating all the products that we need. But you will find your double-sided tape on the side here, as well as your blue tape on the other gripper there. Just eyeball off a few inches. Tack it to the center of your core. Pull your backer. Okay. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab the top portion of what you had peeled. Okay, go ahead and lift that up. You're going to peel that up behind the bar, and make sure that your take up here is aligned with your material roll. All right. So you're going to pull that, tack it to it. All right. Now you're ready to run. And that's how you retool the laminator from a matte or a satin finish to our house gloss laminate.